The Hare and the Tortoise. A tortoise and a hare live in the forest. One day, a hare meets a tortoise. He asks the tortoise, "Hi, tortoise. What are you doing?" "I am running." The tortoise says, "Running? You are too slow. Let's have a race. I will show you what running is." The hare laughs at the tortoise. "Okay. I believe I will win," the tortoise says. So they decide to have a race to see who runs faster. In the afternoon, the race begins. At first, the hare runs very fast. He sees that the tortoise is far away behind him. The hare thinks, "I am so tired. I want to sleep for a while. The tortoise can't catch me." So he sleeps under a tree. The tortoise crawls and crawls. He sees the hare, but he doesn't stop. He still crawls and crawls. When the hare wakes up, he finds the tortoise wins the race. Waiting for the hare. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who worked hard every day in his fields. One day, while the farmer was working in the field, he saw a hare sprinting quickly towards a large tree. The hare accidentally collided with the tree trunk and fell to the ground. The farmer was amazed, because he had never seen anything like it. The farmer took the hare home and cooked a delicious meal for himself. The night, he thought to himself, "If I wait by this tree every day, perhaps more hares will crash into it, and I won't have to work so hard in the fields anymore." So, from that day on, the farmer decided to sit by the large tree every day and wait. However, day after day, the farmer waited for a long time, but never saw any hare crash into the tree again. Meanwhile, the farmer's fields became increasingly neglected, because he no longer tended to them. Weeds grew wild, and the crops no longer flourished. Hedgehog in a trap. A hungry tiger spotted a hedgehog drinking from a stream, and he rushed over. The hedgehog quickly curled his body into a ball, and the tiger had no choice but to walk away. The hedgehog saw the tiger go away, and stretched his back to continue drinking. At that moment, the fox sneaked towards the hedgehog, and the hedgehog hurriedly curled his body into a ball. The fox circled around the hedgehog and had a bright idea. "I'm a kind fox. I won't hurt you." The hedgehog curled up and said nothing. Seeing that the hedgehog ignored him, the fox deliberately said loudly, "I heard that you have recently eaten poisonous fruit and become mute." The hedgehog was very angry when he saw the fox saying that he was mute, and showing his little head slightly. He said to the fox, "This is a rumor. I am not mute." The fox was secretly happy. "I also heard that you have a very ugly scar on your belly." The hedgehog got even angrier and exclaimed, "That's another rumor. I don't have a scar on my belly at all. Why do you keep curling up and not wanting to show your belly? I'm going to tell everyone that you have fantastically ugly scars on your belly." The hedgehog hastily stretched out his body and showed the fox his white abdomen without thorns. "Look, I don't have any scars on my abdomen, so don't spread rumors." The fox saw that the hedgehog was trapped, pounced on the hedgehog. With a paw pressed the hedgehog's abdomen without thorns. The fox was proud. "The tiger can't do anything about it. I did a little trick, and you've been trapped in the nick of time." The elephant just passed by and saved the hedgehog's life. Hedgehog told the elephant what just happened. The elephant said seriously, "In the future, you should learn a lesson. The terrible is not the enemy, but you let down your guard." The Four Dragons. Once upon a time, there were no rivers and lakes on earth, but only the Eastern Sea, in which lived four dragons: the red dragon, the yellow dragon, the black dragon, and the white dragon. One day, the four dragons flew from the sea into the sky. They soared and dived, playing at hide and seek in the clouds. Suddenly, they saw many people putting out fruits and cakes, and burning incense sticks. They were praying, for there had been no rain for a long time. The crops withered. The grass turned yellow and fields cracked under the scorching sun. The red dragon suggested, "Let's go and beg the Jade Emperor for rain." So saying, he leapt into the clouds. The others followed closely, and flew towards the heavenly palace. The Jade Emperor was very powerful. He was not pleased to see the dragons rushing in. The red dragon stepped forward and said, "The crops are withering and dying. I beg you to send rain down quickly." "All right, you go back first, I'll send some rain down tomorrow." The Jade Emperor pretended to agree while listening to the songs of the fairies. The four dragons went happily back. But 10 days passed, and not a drop of rain came down. The four dragons felt very sad. They knew the Jade Emperor only cared about pleasure, and never took the people to heart. They could only rely on themselves to relieve the people of their miseries. So they flew to the sea, scooped up water in their mouths, and then flew back into the sky, where they sprayed the water out over the earth. The four dragons flew back and forth, making the sky dark all around. Before long, the sea water became rain pouring down from the sky. The people cried and leapt with joy. On the ground the wheat stalks raised their heads, and the sorghum stalks straightened up. But someone discovered these events and reported to the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor was very angry. He ordered the mountain god got 4 mountains to lay upon them. Imprisoned as they were, they never regretted their actions. Determined to do good for the people forever, they turned themselves into 4 rivers, which flowed past high mountains and deep valleys, crossing the land from the west to the east and finally emptying into the sea.